Listening, TLR. Listening, TLR.
Doing. Hope y'all can hear me. Oh no, I'm doing a regular recording. Um, this picture right here, this picture right here speaks a lot of volume in today's culture, and I've been seeing it floating around on the internet for some time now. So I literally just finally taking a time out just to voice my opinion real quickly about it. I won't stay too long about it, but this picture right here speaks a lot of volumes within the culture today. And something with this picture right here is very wrong, but it is also honest. Again, if you look at it, the nature of it is wrong, but the reality of it is honest. And again, I had to just share my point of view. I'm gonna upload this one on YouTube. Because there is a lot of things on half of it that is good, promoting the young ladies, for them to, have more opportunities, what I'm saying, giving them more of a stance in today's society compared to what women had at least 4 decades ago, right? Young women today have way more options, way more opportunities that they can choose from. And it's a good thing, and it opens many doors for women, and the support system that women have today is so wonderful, it's so great, especially in mainstream media and social media. It does, really bring and shed a lot of light on the opportunities and things that young women can do with their lives pretty much. On the other half of the picture, it's the declining and continuous deformation of men of color within the community. And again, what's responsible for it is mainstream media. And social media does play a certain role within it, but mainstream media is really hammering down in a consistent manner of why half the picture is wrong but honest. Because here you can see a guy and a girl both work at McDonald's. Right? McDonald's is generally known for America's first job. A lot of people get their first job at McDonald's. So yeah, and it's generally a wonderful starter for young people. It's a popular starter for young people actually. They paying better than a lot of companies now based on the figures that I'm looking at. Pretty much the start out ain't so bad at all, because everybody eat McDonald's, right? But the outlook that this picture have right here has been so sewn in, especially for young men. The declining within the progress of our young men is real serious. And if you're a mother or a father, you have to pay attention to stuff like this. You have to pay attention that for your daughter it's good, for your daughter it's okay, but for your son, not so good. And one of the things that I go after is the feminism movement, especially upper class coming all the way down to the lower class. The feminism movement is the one that's also responsible for pictures like this, because you have that much few women within the movement that would want to see. They don't. The ultimate movement of feminism, of the whole female woman agenda and stuff like that, is not for this equality of what women, the things that women require. It's also the takedown of the patriarchal leadership within the Western world. That's their main, they want to take over. That's their main movement. And it means if men got to pay the price for it, then so what? But my warning is, let me take a moment and choose my words wisely. if you're gonna push women to the top, that's good. That's wonderful. I support pushing women. I support women. But if you're gonna push women to the top, do not put men, don't let men pay the price for it. Because if men pay the price for it, you will only ensure for your own decline as women. Remember that. If it come at the cost and the degrading and desecrating of men and men's reputation, the movement will pay for it. Women will pay for it. Women can rise to the top, but it don't have to be for the cost, at the cost and reputation of men. Whether they are white or black or yellow or brown, doesn't matter. Rise to the top, but do not take down the reputation of men to do it. And sadly, that's what I see when I watch mainstream media. You know, that's what I see. I see the desecration of men, the unfavorability of men. And it's so bad to where we see a separation, a gap between both gender. That gender gap right there is not, it's not good. It should be a way that women can rise, but not at the expense of men. Women should be able to rise and help to fix the world's problem, become engineers, continue to become engineers, doctors, lawyers, and stuff like that. But they shouldn't rise at the cost of their male counterparts. It's a very dangerous thing, because that's, and why is it dangerous if women rise to the top at the cost of men? Because women rising to the top solves only for women on an individual level. It does not benefit anything else if women alone rise and men fall. And that's what some aspects of the feminism movement want. They want men fall. I'm gonna say it for what it is. They want men fall. If women rise and men fall, it's not gonna make anything better. It's just gonna continue with the same problems. The same problems within the world will exist. And I can get into the economics and the logistics and, you know, those type of reasons as to why. But in this video, I'm not gonna do that. You know, if anyone wants to ask that question, ask it in the comments and I'll do another video about it. Or come right here and Zoom and talk to me. Email me and talk to me. We can set up a live talk. But it's a lot of logistics that the feminism movement don't talk about. They don't share that side with women, that if you rise at the cost of men, you're going to really you're shooting yourself in the foot. But anyway, though, this picture right here speaks a lot of volume. And that is sadly the outlook. That's sadly the outcome of, as to how our women look at us. And as men, we have to realize our position and we have to talk about it. We have to talk about these things with both with ourselves, among ourselves as men, and with our women, with our lady, with the with our women counterparts. We have to talk about what's going on right here. Because if I have a daughter and a son and say roughly around the same age group, and both of them working at McDonald's, my daughter is seen so much better than my son. I don't want to see any of my kids pay the price just for being a certain gender, you know. I don't want to see any one of them pay the price just because my son is, you know, because he's a male, he's a broadcast just working at McDonald's, and just because my daughter is a woman, she's strong and independent as seen in the picture. This picture speaks volume, and we have to talk about it. This is how it is in our community. That's how we look at our young men in the community if they work at a McDonald's or at a Walmart or at a Home Depot. That's how we look at men. They freaking broke. and low class, and women look down on them and stuff like that. And you know, men struggle. We have our struggles too, and nobody talk about our struggles as men. Everything is opening up primarily for the women now, and that's wonderful. But we have to talk about what men are, um, how they are feeling. We have to talk about their health, their mental health, psychological, physical health, and stuff like that. You know, we have to mention, we have to have some kind of support group. And I know there are support groups are there, but it's just so lacking. It's lacking in the reach for men. That's why the suicidal rate among men is like 3 times higher than what it is for women. You know, men are paying the men paying the price pretty much, especially young men who have nothing to do with a lot of the world economics right now. They are paying the price for a lot of what we're seeing right here. That's why their mental health is on the decline. They're overdosing and stuff like that. If you as a father or as a mother have a son, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention not only on your daughters, but you have to pay attention also on your son. What am I gonna do as a father? I'm gonna make sure that I want to make sure, not just because my son is a guy that me gonna have lackluster opportunities. I want to make sure that my son have opportunities as well. As if I had a daughter, she would have opportunities too. It's very important that both get opportunities. If women fighting for equality, that's good, but we can't throw men to the curbside pretty much, and that's what we do. Most 25-year-old young men who still live in their parents are considered losers, and most 25-year-old young ladies who still live in their parents aren't considered losers. And if they working, they considered, as the picture say, right, strong, independent, queen, divas, and stuff like that. What the man is, because men are judged based on their ability to provide. Yes, I understand that's traditional, right? But I just had to share my thought on this one right here. And that's a problem us today in society. It's a very, 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 very major problem. I just had a few words to talk, and I won't stay long on it.
Listening, listening.